Hello, good evening, everyone. It's again me, Kabil, co-founder of twogaijin.com. It's again Wednesday, 8 p.m., and here I am. Today we are going to talk about Hokudaisai. This is something special. It is only for students who are studying at Hokkaido University, so hopefully it will be useful for you. I'll share my knowledge and my experience with Hokudaisai because I have participated in this event almost from 2014. There was no year that I didn't participate after that, I think. There was years that I was part of the team, and then I had my own team. So hopefully my knowledge can help you. So let me give the brief introduction, and then we move to our main topic. So guys, twogaijin.com is a second-hand item trade platform for foreigners living in Japan. So if you have anything you want to sell, buy, or give away for free, this is the place that you can list your items and trade them. And we will help you in different ways to find the customers, to contact with them, and if you'll need to carry it from your place to new owner's place, we'll help you with that even. So if you need, use our service. So today I want to talk with you about Hokkaido University Food Festival. It is almost done every year except 2020 and 2021. For 2 years, because of COVID-19, it didn't happen. So this year they are going to do it. Thank God. So it's a good chance for students to try different stuff. It's a chance to try your leadership skills. It's a chance to try your team working skills. Also, it's a chance to introduce your country's culture, your country's foods to Japanese people, to other foreigners who are living in Hokkaido, around Hokkaido University or in Sapporo. So each year, almost 2 to 3 million people come to this event within 3-4 days. So it's a big amount of people, especially on the second and third day. You'll feel that there's a big amount of people flooding in. There's one but, which is from this year, they have decided to keep people under the number of 3,000. So I couldn't get information yet. I will confirm with this event holders if it is 3,000 people per day, if it is 3,000 people for the whole event, or I have heard another information was they are going to have 3,000 people at the same time within the campus. When the 3,000 will one move, the another one will come in. So it's kind of a flood of people, and all the time they will try to keep people around 3,000 just to avoid any COVID-19 spread, I think. So this is something new. It wasn't there before, but if you want to participate as a team to cook, to serve, or to do some event kind of. So there was already an event this Tuesday. So there's going to be another one next Tuesday. So from now on until the event day, which is June 3rd, 4th, and 5th, it's starting from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 3 almost full days. There will be event. So every week there will be kind of a gathering in Huisa. They will each time update you with your new information and then take your participation documents, approve it. So it will be back and forth until the day of the event. And after the day of the event, there's another kind of a gathering where the money deposit that you have paid to the Hoisa will be returned to you if there is no any issue. Also, there will be kind of a checkpoints. Like each year there's some kind of trouble, so Huisa will announce about those troubles and then try to fix them for the next year, try to announce the kind of issues that they are trying to face and they're trying to target and then fix. So like almost each year there's happening some kind of issue. Like one year there was a fire in the tent. Of course it was in the foreigners part, it was mainly in Japanese part. Because it's too much students in the same place and you need a good coordination. Sometimes they lack coordination and it can cause some troubles. I think the last time in 2019 there was a food poisoning issue in one of the international tents. So that's why it's quite important to listen all the information that Huisa and IFF tent is giving. And also, guys, I got this booklet from this Tuesday meeting. So if you don't get it, they also are giving documents to apply for this event. So it's all included, like almost anything hardware, like tent, tables, chairs, generators, electric cookers, anything, fans, you can rent it. So there's a list in this document. You can pick the one that you need or you want, and then apply for it through the Huisa and get your items that you need. It's a rent for 3 days. Actually, they are bringing all these items on the Thursday evening. So if you'll get the booklet, it's pretty concise. They have written almost everything like in detail. You can see here. So the preparation will start on Thursday around evening, around 6 p.m. And then you can prepare for the next day, and the next day the event starts. So if they go from 0 to until the end, and I can try to give you some tips that I have seen or observed or experienced in these years. So first time, if you are doing it, get ready to have a good team, because you need to have a really good preparation. So you order the tents, you order all the equipment. They come on 1 day before event, and with your team you set it up, and then you get prepared for the next day. And the next day in row, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's an event day. You are selling your dishes, your meals, your drinks, your national foods to the audience, to the customers. Pricing is free until 500 yen. So each year, this is the limit. One item can be sold as expensive as 500 yen. Minimum, it's up to you. You can make it even cheaper. And there are rules about what should be the ingredients, what you should put inside the food, and those kind of stuff. It's all in the booklet. So get this one from Huisa. I think that you can still get it and apply for it. And because I didn't see too many people in the application part, the first meeting, so I'm guessing they'll have still brochures left and then documents left. So each year there's almost like 30, 35, maybe 40 tents of foreigners doing inside Hokkaido University, beside with Japanese tents. So we are separated with unseen wall. One part of the campus is for international students, another part is for Japanese. Mainly the part of museum and part of law, faculty of letters and economics, they are for the international students, and another part, what's left on the main road, is for the Japanese students. So items come, the equipment comes, you receive them, and then you set them up. You get it prepared for the next day. So get ready. If you're going to use generator, because you'll need light for the evening time. Also, you'll maybe need light for cooking or for preparation of the ingredients. So you will need generator, and generator comes with gasoline inside, but when it finishes, it's up to you to fill it. So get ready to have can of the gasoline ready in case the generator is turned off because the gasoline is finished. You can fill it up. So in the next 3 days, it will be hard, tough days. You will have a lot of customers, hopefully, and you can sell a lot, and it can help you to maybe get some extra cash for it. So this is pretty simple if you look at this perspective. What are the kind of unseen rocks in this process? It's rules. You have to understand rules well, because in case you are not obeying the rules, they'll just close your tent. This is one issue. Each year, someone is breaking the rules, and Japanese the organizers, they are coming and closing your tent. So if you are having any trouble, they don't listen your excuse. You have to have everything settled already. You have to read all the instructions and get ready for that. So I would say in total, if you have a good team, it's not a big issue. But if you are having team not well coordinated, you'll have troubles all the time. Beside having team members well coordination, you'll have three duties. One is night shift duty. Every time one person or two-person from tents are participating in some kind of night duty when they are checking the whole tent area, protect from maybe someone who is trying to get into your tent, or mainly it's from the crows, because it's a food and they have seen it, so they try at night time or in the morning, early in the morning, around like 5-6 a.m. when it's already light, trying to get into your tent. Each year crows are getting into one tent and crashing everything down, so get ready to protect your tent. And sometimes people would miss their shift. That's the trouble part. So you should have someone in your team who is responsible enough to do that. Because if it is nighttime around 3 a.m., someone oversleeps, and in the morning after 2 hours it's already light, crows are getting into your tent or into someone else's tent, which where you were kind of responsible for that, and then eating everything inside, and you are not ready for the next day. So this is one issue. Another one, probably you are going to have one person at the sink because there will be a sink for washing the dishes. Some people wash it in the night so they don't have anything in the morning. Some people wash it early in the morning so they get ready for the next day sales and next day customers. And it clogs all the time. There was no year that sink didn't clog. The reason is some people, they don't throw away the garbage inside their dishes. They bring the garbage with themselves and try to wash it down in the sink, and it clogs the sink. And every year the sink duty, he has or she has to fix it somehow and try to open it. So guys, if you're going to make tent and if you are going to cook and then you are going to wash all those dishes, please clean your dishes before going to wash them. Otherwise you are clogging the sink and everyone is having trouble. So if you are going to have sink duty, keep it in mind. Have some gloves. I would say get some resin gloves just in case. Another duty is garbage duty, because around the tents they'll put some boxes where the people can throw the garbages. So you'll have a team member. So all these duties are picked as a lottery from every team. Maybe you will have one night shift, one garbage duty. Maybe you'll have one sink duty, one garbage duty. So from each team they're picking someone, they're picking one person, and it's up to you. You are going to decide who will be that person. So get ready for that. Sometimes this can cause a trouble, because if you are duty but you are not on time there, then it can cause trouble. Like night shift, if it is clogged, they'll start searching for the person who should be there, and if he is not or she is not there, you can have some issues with the Japanese part, because they're also trying to wash their dishes around that area. So get ready for that. And I would say the most important one is garbage, because as soon as crows see there is no one around the area, they'll just get into this garbage and spread it everywhere. So that's why try to have your duty all the time around that area. These are small issues, but you'll find out that it's causing big trouble. Okay, so this is about the duties. About organization part. So every year there's most time what is happening, one country community comes together and they're opening a tent and they are selling their own dishes. This Tuesday I got a person from one of the students. He asked me, please recommend us what we can cook. And I would say, and he said, maybe something that's easy to cook. Maybe you can have something easy to cook, but there will be no customers. People won't buy it. So it's better to have something that it's not just easy, but also delicious, or it looks good, so people would be interested. So keep it in mind. When it comes about like dishes, I would recommend that to have something in mind from your country, which Japanese more or less know. Like each year, I used to do kebab, and kebab is quite famous. So you don't need that much introduction about kebab. So if you are doing something like that, which is generic, Japanese people know, you'll have less hurdle for the customers to come and buy it. Sometimes they don't understand what you're selling, so they just look at it and maybe they'll give it a try, or maybe they won't. So try to have something more or less known, or at least even if it is not known, it has some attractiveness that customers would like to come and see it. So that's the, I think, in kind of my advice about what item, what dish to choose. Try to have a niche market. Try to have some one focused thing that could sell well. If it is your first time, I think maybe you can kind of don't know which dish you should put out. Maybe you can have 2 or 3 dishes that you think really famous in your country. It is delicious, and you're sure when Japanese will try it, they will love it. I would recommend maybe two or three dishes, especially if you have a big team. That's possible. Please get ready to prepare most of the ingredients beforehand for the next day. So if you have a small team, it could be difficult to serve during this festival. There were years when the team was kind of small, or they didn't know how many customers they can serve, so they ended up like at the 7 a.m. They come to the tent, they prepare. I think around 8 or 9 you can start selling. So let's say you started selling at 9 a.m. At 11 a.m. you have no ingredients left because you weren't expecting to sell this much, right? So do your calculation. Talk with some people who have maybe prepared from your community, from your country, dishes that you're planning to cook, and understand how much ingredients you will need and prepare for the next several days. It happened with me as well. Once I tried to do it by myself, it was hard. It's quite difficult to do it when you don't have any suppliers. So try to find some suppliers from the previous years. I'm sure there are people who have done it, and maybe those people have gone back to their countries, but new people from their country is here again in Sapporo, and try to get connection with those people and find who were their suppliers. So you can get meat, rice, vegetables, fruits, maybe in a big amount for cheap price. Because during the festival, as I said, last 2 years it didn't happen, but previous years, each year you could almost serve 300 people every day. For 3 days, it's almost 1,000 people. So get ready to sell to 1,000 people in next 3 days. You should have ingredients for that many people. If you are not planning for that, probably either you are going to really have hard time to match all the time, keep on doing, and your team members will be busy not cooking but preparing the dishes, preparing the ingredients, or you'll just finish earlier and then you'll close, and kind of I would say, lose money, because we are renting the place, which is 30,000 yen. We are paying 20,000 yen for the deposit. Then you are going to rent tent, tables, chairs, equipment. It's another cost. So if you are not preparing for that, it means you are losing money. So you have to have enough ingredients to cook enough food to sell, so it can cover your cost, plus you can make some money for yourself. I would say, I don't say it's bad, but Japanese side, most time they do it just for fun. They do it for experience, for sharing time together. For foreigners, it's a chance to make some extra cash to support yourself financially. So that's why for us, it's more kind of a challenge. It's more kind of a way of making extra cash for ourselves. So we don't want to work for free or even for the minus. So that's why get prepared to prepare all your ingredients, all your team members ready for the next 3 hard days. At the end of the day, hopefully you'll be able to take back more than what you have put in the effort, in the financial side. So this is about preparation part and about meal part. Another thing, about food poisoning. Every year, Japanese side or university top is trying to avoid this festival. Reason is some kind of food poisoning is happening, and it's kind of a bad image for the Hokkaido University. That's why university top tries to eliminate this festival. But they also get feedback that students needed. So that's why they cannot cancel it. I would say I have seen cases when you were like people were able to see that something that you are doing is wrong with the food, but you still kept doing that. And at the end, you got someone food poisoning because of your inappropriate cooking, inappropriate ingredient preparation, or keeping what you have. Like if you have meat and it's June and it's hot and it's not in the fridge, it's outside, probably it's going to get bad soon, right? Or if you are having vegetables and maybe they are not well washed, it could also cause some trouble. So try to avoid any misbehavior regarding the food preparation, regarding the food keeping. Like if you are having meat, at least get a fridge, or if you can't get a fridge, get a box, ice box that you can put the meat in and then drops the ice inside. So meat will be there in a low temperature as long as you need it. So this is my kind of urgency about preparation part of the food and keeping it. I don't know if I should tell it or not, but I really feel obliged. Some communities, they don't obey the rules, right? I don't want to call out and kind of make a bad image for some community before they have even done something now. Maybe they are new, but keep it in mind that if you are doing something bad, it is not just one tent, it's about that community. If a community from one country is cooking something bad or something in a bad way, let's say it's a expired bread, expired some kind of meat, it's changing the color, or something is happening, you are being told about it, and you still keep doing that, it's giving bad image not only about one particular person, but about the whole community. All right. I have seen it, I have heard it, and it was nearby my tent, and I kind of feel shamed about that. So keep everything clean, obey the rules, and don't risk anyone's life just because you want to make extra 500 yen. It is not worth that. And prepare your all ingredients, all your foods, be in safe place for the next 3 days. Because if you are really working hard, you are going to get back more than you have spent. Time, effort, money. All right. So keep it under control. That's my point that I would like to explain to you. Because when you finish everything, after that, people will talk about you. People will talk about your tent, the way you did the things, and I don't want any of the tent have a bad image. I don't want any of the community have a bad image. So it's about preparation part, and it's about like dangerous part to me. Also, if you are using heat equipment, tell it beforehand so you'll get some concrete blocks or some heat blocks against the heat. You can put them around your equipment so it won't burn anything. So you are getting it for free from the Japanese side all the time. Get ready to have some extra equipment like hand washing places, small places, just one bucket and kind of a small tap, bucket with a tap. You can buy from Homak for, I would say, for reasonable price, like for 500 yen or 1000 yen. It depends from the size, probably. So you can buy something like that. I would say mainly these are the problems, or these are the stuff that I think you should take into consideration. Also, as I said about the food part, I don't say cook something really difficult, but I would say cook something that people would like to try. It will look delicious. It will taste delicious. One year I did basturma kebab. It's in its name it's kebab, but it was a bit different than what the Japanese are used to. So the smell was tasting good, so I didn't need to call people. They were just coming for the smell. But the thing is, they at the beginning they hesitate. So if you are going to cook something, keep it in mind that it should somehow call the people. It should somehow make people want to eat what you're cooking. And you don't need really something difficult, but also if you're just want to do a dish just it's because simple to do, I would say think twice, because sometimes the taste that we like, maybe Japanese don't like. Like uh, to me, the sweet cookies from my country is okay. For Japanese, it's over sweet. They like something middle. So I tried once to make that, but it didn't work. I tried to make a test. I gave it to several Japanese people. They said it's too sweet, and there is no way that I can make it less sweet than that. So I would say that's why keep it in mind. If you're going to cook something, it should be something that Japanese people would like, and it doesn't take too much time to cook. Because when you have in a row 20 people waiting you to give them the food, and your food preparation takes, I don't know, like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, it's already getting kind of people start running away. They just don't wait that long. But when they see the line is moving, so if they'll wait a bit and they'll get the food, that's okay. So this is another, I think, hint that I could give you. Um, One way is to sell to Japanese is actually making a line, because Japanese have this tendency, if they see a line, they think it's delicious or it's good. That's why people are waiting, and they will get into the back of the line. Because sometimes there were people, they are waiting in the line. They come in front of me and they're like, "What are you selling?" And I'm like, "Kebab." Ah, okay, okay, good. So sometimes they stay in a line and they don't know what it's selling. They just stay in line because they see line. That's it. Because they think it's delicious. That's why people are waiting in the line. So it's another way. But don't make it too long. When it's too long, people just get frustrated. So this is about food festival. I hope I could give you more kind of a systematic way of doing this, all these things, but it's all chaotic. Um, One reason is it's all because of my own experience. I In my head I'm trying to pick everything from each different years and giving it to you so that I don't forget anything important, so you can maybe use those tips. Anything you want to ask, you can ask me directly in the Facebook group or page. You can ask inside the page, and we can respond to you. I have, I would say, pretty enough experience to tell you what you can do or what you cannot do. This year they have changed some fees. They are becoming a bit expensive. Also, they have added almost, I think, 10 or 11,000 yen for the COVID-19 prevention preparation, kind of. So that's an extra fee that wasn't happening up until now. And hopefully it won't be only 3,000 people for the next 3 days. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense, I think, to make that kind of event. So it's it for today. I'm in the new office actually. If you will look around, it's all crammed right now. I have a washing machine here. I have some plastic boxes here, and it's all stacked. So I'm sorry for this mess, because we are trying to fix everything, get everything set down. So hopefully from May we'll start having more activity in the website. Also, we are trying to get some services that would make you happy in the next 3 months during the summertime, so you can have fun time a bit. A lot of things are going on and coming up in the next season. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. If you have any inquiry, if you have anything that you would like to share or you would like us maybe to consider in the future, don't hesitate, write to us. We are happy to listen to your demands and like kind of things that you don't like or you would like us to fix or to improve. So thank you for listening. Hopefully it was useful for you. As I said, if you'll have any question, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you. See you next time, next Wednesday, 8 p.m.